For mathematical comparison, we can use several operands as equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. But how to use them in if statement? Here are some examples. In the first, we are asking if the value of variable var is equal to 5. In the second example, we are comparing if the value of variable var is greater than 7. And on the last example, we have two conditions. We are comparing if our variable var is equal to 5 and if variable count not equal to 1. Please take care when writing if statements, because there is a need for a space almost everywhere, so be careful to not omit space next to brackets and around the operand. I believe that those slides are good as an introduction for mathematical comparison, but let's write some script to see it in practice, because only writing scripts makes you an expert. I will create script which will do multiplication of two numbers inserted as arguments. Let's name it multiply two numbers .sh. On the first line, as usual, shebang bin bash. Now assign first argument to variable first and second to variable second. Second equals $2. Multiplication can be done using let. So let result equals first asterisk second. And now we can print the result using echo command. Echo $first asterisk $second equals $result. Don't forget on basic rule, when we are setting variable, we don't use $sign in front of them, but when we want to work with value of that variable, we need to prepend $sign. Now we can save the file, grant the execute permission, and run the script. And we can specify some arguments, 2 and 5 for example. Great, result is 10. But what happens if we provide only one argument? We see some strange output. Also, if we provide more arguments, script operates only with first two and script user can be confused. So what to do? Solution is to have logic in our script that will exit script when arguments count is different from 2. Does it make sense? Let's write it. Firstly, I will write some comment so we know exactly what we are going to do. Exit the script if there is more or less than exactly 2 arguments. On the new line, write if and brackets. We know that arguments count can be printed using $hash, so $hash not equal to. Or we can negate this if, so instead of not equal, write equal and write exclamation mark at the beginning. Exactly. Also, don't forget on spaces in that condition. So if that condition is true, what we want to do? We can print some info message as 2 arguments needed, run the script with 2 arguments. But that's not all. if we close here the if statement, let command would be still executed and result variable would be printed. We need to exit script here. So type exit1 and close the if statement using fi. Now we can save the script and see how it looks like. When running with 3 arguments, we got message saying run with 2 arguments, great. The same is when we use only 1 argument. For 2 arguments it is working perfectly. But what happens if 1 argument is some string word instead of number? We see strange output. But we can get rid of it using exit status. Let's make some change in the script. We can display exit status of let command. Exit status of previous command can be displayed using $? So just write echo exit status from let command $? Now, when we run the script with string as argument, we see that exit status is 1. When we put only 2 numbers as arguments, exit status is 0. We can use this knowledge and write another condition, which will ensure that the result is printed if only 2 numbers are provided to let command. That means that we will print the result only if exit status equals 0. So after let line, we will put another if statement. If brackets exit status $? Not equal 0, then we will print some message. Echo you need to put 2 integer arguments. Run the script again. And of course we need to exit here. I can, for example, choose exit status 2. After else keyword, I will put printing of result. So I will just delete the previously echo line and put back the echo line with result. And close the if statement using fi. Now save the script and we can run it. With 2 arguments it works perfectly. When we use string in arguments, yeah, great, we have message you need to put 2 integer arguments, great. When we see what is exit status, we see number 2. When we use 3 arguments, the exit status is 1. Great. And of course, the script is working perfectly. 2 multiply 5 equals 10. This is the most important thing.